Hi, it's Ileana. So there's been some interesting news developments. I had done a remote viewing on what was tasked to me to at an individual, to actually look at an individual who is in Congress and has been tasked to find the proper disclosure evidence that has been kept secret. So 4 days after I released the findings of my remote viewing on describing this person and the flying metallic spheres over the Gulf of Mexico and the cloak triangles, now this individual who is backed by certain special types has gained access to having a skiff, because what I was shown in the remote viewing, very powerful people are backing this person in Congress to gain access to skiffs to get top secret classified documentation above what just David Grush has on reverse engineering programs as evidence. There's higher echelons of secret military that have documentation on reverse engineering programs, what they've reverse engineered, not just Lockheed Martin Skunk Works, because their archives are extensive in anti-gravity propulsion reverse engineered crafts and projects and gravity and levitation, what they've been doing, but there's even higher up than that. So this just came out that this person in Congress has gotten the okay to get a skiff to look over the David Grush documentation and much more documentation of 50 witnesses who I think are in these legacy reverse engineering programs, and even the secret military with higher contracts of reverse engineering projects. And this individual in Congress, they've been coached on how to have a more sophisticated image and appearance, just to elevate them to a higher level of being able to be a representative in the disclosure assets of what disclosure is, and to get information on secret documentation. This has been planned for the last 6 months, so this person's appearance was elevated. Their mannerisms were upgraded. They were coached on dress etiquette, physical appearance upgrades, speech, manner, the works, and wardrobe upgrades as well, to represent to get more in the doorway, to get access to classified documentation and evidence of reverse engineering programs. They've been coached and they are doing what they're supposed to be doing to gain higher access to what they need now that their backers have had time to gather all the information and query everything that they need to get access to documentation in the skiff, David Grush documentation plus other documentation that's needed from other whistleblowers in legacy programs. Because when you get a skiff, you want to be efficient and get everything disclosed to you within that secure environment of that skiff, to get as much documentation as you can on all the reverse engineering programs and all the aerospace companies that have participated in these reverse engineering programs of building anti-gravity craft, but also what the secret military has been working on, because there's even higher than the aerospace companies that have reverse engineered triangular craft, cigar-shaped craft, semicircular saucer-shaped crafts. This has been going on since the 1940s. Project Paperclip, Project Blue Book, Project Bluebeam, High Jump, and other projects. This goes beyond today. This goes back a long time ago in reverse engineering programs, UFO studies and programs of UFOs, 1950s. Both the private aerospace companies have their own studies programs of non-human spacecrafts, not of human origins, of extraterrestrial nature. They've been studying this for a long time. So has the secret military, and it's all going to play out in an interesting way. And this person in Congress is also going to go high in Senate. So they've been prepped to spearhead all of this and to get access to it. And again, they have heavy backers to back them up, people, special types in special places that are behind this person and are giving them access to what they need to get to all of this documentation and hopefully do the right thing with it and disclose it to the public. But who knows? All of this is classified. All of this has been hidden for so long and been held back behind closed doors. So it will be interesting to see what happens in 2024 if any of this comes out about Lockheed Martin's involvement in reverse engineering of anti-gravity crafts and propulsion systems that are not fuel-based. It's anti-gravity propulsion, electromagnetic technology with plasma, electromagnetic frequency, and other types of electrogravitic technologies and propulsions and propulsion systems. So this stuff has been going on for a long time. So they want to have the aerospace companies who have been working in legacy programs, reverse engineering, to get the secret military files, the 50 witnesses, to get all the documentation in the skiff, and then subpoena the witnesses and talk to them who have participated working in these legacy programs. So that's the latest of what's going on. And this is interesting because what came out about the person in the remote viewing is actually happening and playing out exactly as I said. There are special types who are vying for this person to get access to a skiff and skiffs to disclose to them what they need to get further ahead in their own work in Congress and Senate. So what I said in the last remote viewing, that's actually was aired in a news media footage that this person is getting access to a skiff and to a lot of documentation on reverse engineering programs close to December or even before December, that they'll get access to the skiff that they've been wanting for a while. And now their backers have put everything together and they'll get access to it. So this is happening. This is really happening. It will also be good to see what happens with the new laws and legislature about aerospace companies having to disclose that they've been working on reverse engineering projects and crash site retrievals of UFO craft not of human origin and biological bodies, if that law passes in Senate and is signed into law by the American president, if that happens by next year, because that will open another door for disclosure. When someone is trying to get access to as much information as they can, they want to make sure that they take their time to query all the appropriate resources for archives material, documentation, witnesses, programs, aerospace companies, secret military resources, files, individuals. So they're casting a big net to get big information. The analogy is the more careful you are, and if you ask the right questions and query the right information, you'll get the right results and what you want and what you'll get access to. So that's what they've been doing. These individuals who are backing the person in Congress that was remote viewed, they took their time to gather everything that they needed to do an investigation in what they will be requesting in that skiff and have requested access to in terms of documentation, archival material, information about aerospace companies, secret programs and secret military operations, groups, factions that are all reverse engineering crafts, anti-gravity crafts from retrieved crash sites, retrieval programs, and from different countries. It's not just the US and Canada. So they took their time, they casted a wide net of what they were looking for, and everything that they need, they took their time to get permission in a skiff to gain access to all that detailed documentation and the witnesses. So they'll get prioritization for documentations and the documents that they need in Skiff 1 session, then the witnesses in Skiff 2 sessions and several sessions. Since there's 50 witnesses and probably more, they'll be doing evidence gathering and intel gathering in the skiffs. Skiffs are secure, compartmented environments that cannot be interfered with, monitored video, audio, camera. Only the participants who are requesting the skiffs can monitor what evidence they get back and information from the intel that they query. So this has been organized to get this done, for them to get what they need for this person in Congress for that intel. And it's major happenings in the disclosure world. And how this will progress will depend on what they choose to do, the backers of this person, how they handle this. And again, there's major agendas going on, major players in these arenas. So time will tell how all of this unravels close to 2024. This is a huge body of evidence, of documentation, intel, testimonies from whistleblowers from the legacy programs of reverse engineering unidentified aerial crafts of non-human origin, what was reverse engineered, when, how, the materials, the elements, the time it took, what they found out about anti-gravity, different propulsion systems, different generators, engines, drives. There's so much that's involved in studying the technology, metallurgy, components, what beings were piloting these crafts, why they crashed, what took them down, who reverse engineered them. These are huge lists of information and documentation that will be revealed in the skiffs. So it is major what's going on in that they've gained access to skiffs to do this because they want the documentation. It's high priority projects to get this done. So it's taken time, it's taken research, it's taken investigational proportions to get this far in what they've gained access to and will gain more access to. So this is a time of change, huge change coming our way. So I just wanted to give an update on this information. Thank you so much.